Why women secretly love these 6 things more than money. Stoicism, modern stoic. Love doesn't make the world go round. Love is what makes the ride worthwhile. Mira Franklin P. Jones. Welcome back, gentlemen. Today, we're debunking one of the most common myths in modern dating, that women only care about a man's wealth. This idea is so widespread, it often feels like fact. But science tells a different story. While financial stability does play a role in attraction, numerous studies in psychology and evolutionary biology show that women prioritize deeper qualities linked to emotional security and personal strength. For example, research published in Evolution and Human Behavior highlights that traits like confidence, reliability, and emotional intelligence consistently rank higher than wealth when women assess a partner's long-term value. Women are naturally wired to seek partners who demonstrate not just resources, but stability, direction, and emotional resilience, qualities that create a secure and supportive environment. The good news? These traits are fully within your control to build and strengthen, regardless of your financial situation. In today's video, we'll explore 6 powerful qualities that women quietly prize more than money. These aren't quick fixes or gimmicks, but genuine traits that reflect your inner strength and personal growth. If you've ever wondered why some men attract incredible women without flaunting wealth or status, the answers are here. Stick with us until the end, because understanding these 6 traits could transform how you see yourself and how women see you forever. Let's get started. 1. Emotional availability beats emotional suppression. In today's world, where the modern Stoic ideal often encourages men to maintain an unflappable calm and suppress emotional expression, it's essential to recognize that women actually value emotional availability far more than the cold, controlled demeanor that Stoicism sometimes promotes. While the philosophy of Stoicism emphasizes control over emotions and remaining steady no matter the storm, real emotional strength is found not in shutting down feelings, but in the ability to be vulnerable and open. This vulnerability is what builds authentic trust and intimacy, qualities that money, status, or Stoic restraint simply cannot buy or replace. As Brené Brown, a leading researcher on vulnerability, puts it, vulnerability is the birthplace of love, belonging, joy, courage, empathy, and creativity. This quote perfectly captures why emotional availability is so magnetic to women. It signals that a man is willing to be real, to show his true self without hiding behind masks of Stoic toughness or material wealth. In the everyday world, men who can share their feelings honestly, whether it's admitting when they're struggling, expressing genuine joy, or simply opening up about their day, stand apart in a sea of emotional distance and guardedness. This kind of openness is not a sign of weakness, but of profound courage and self-awareness. The misunderstanding often comes from thinking emotional suppression equals strength. Stoicism, misunderstood and misapplied, can lead men to believe that controlling or hiding their emotions is a form of power. Yet psychology and relationship experts reveal a different truth. Emotional suppression is linked to increased stress, disconnection, and even poorer physical health. Women, consciously or unconsciously, pick up on these emotional barriers and tend to feel less connected to men who keep their feelings locked away. Conversely, emotional availability invites a genuine connection and forms the bedrock of meaningful relationships. In practical terms, this means that instead of brushing off difficult conversations or pretending everything is fine, a man who can acknowledge his feelings, whether frustration, sadness, or vulnerability, and communicate them thoughtfully, invites greater closeness. For instance, when faced with conflict, rather than retreating into silence or emotional detachment, openly discussing feelings encourages empathy and mutual understanding. Real-life examples abound. Consider the man who shares his insecurities about aging or career uncertainties with his partner, rather than trying to project invincibility. By doing so, he demonstrates authenticity, making it easier for the woman to trust and support him. Such emotional honesty is more appealing than any display of wealth or Stoic calm because it shows a willingness to be human and connected. It echoes the timeless advice of Rumi, who said, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." Being vulnerable is not about exposing weakness. It's about allowing light, connection, understanding, and love to flow into the relationship through honest expression. For men aged 35 to 70, who may have long been taught to man up or keep emotions hidden, embracing emotional availability can be transformative. It takes practice and intention to develop this skill, especially if you're used to bottling things up or adhering to outdated ideas of masculinity. Start small. Share something personal with someone you trust. Reflect on your feelings daily, or seek out conversations that allow emotional expression without judgment. Over time, you'll notice how these efforts deepen your relationships and reduce internal stress. Women sense this authenticity and are naturally drawn to it because it signals that you are someone who can be counted on, not just financially or stoically, but emotionally and relationally. In addition, being emotionally available doesn't mean losing control or becoming overwhelmed. It means managing your emotions with maturity, acknowledging them, understanding what they're telling you, and communicating them in a way that fosters connection rather than conflict. Emotional intelligence, which includes self-awareness and empathy, is a trait that women deeply admire and often rank higher than financial status or stoic resilience when choosing a partner. This aligns perfectly with evolutionary psychology findings that highlight how emotional security and the ability to create a supportive environment are fundamental to long-term attraction. As you reflect on your own experiences, think about times when emotional openness helped you connect with someone on a deeper level. Perhaps it was a moment of honesty with a spouse, a heartfelt conversation with a friend, or even expressing gratitude or affection more openly. These moments of vulnerability create a foundation of trust and intimacy that no amount of money or stoic composure can replace. Conversely, times when emotions were suppressed may have led to misunderstandings, distance, or frustration. If you're ready to break free from the misconception that men must be stoic and emotionally reserved, consider this your invitation to embrace emotional availability as a core strength. Doing so will not only enrich your relationships with women, but also improve your overall well-being and sense of self. Remember, emotional connection is what truly makes relationships meaningful and lasting. I invite you now to share your personal thoughts and experiences on emotional availability in the comments below. Have you noticed how opening up emotionally has impacted your relationships? Or do you struggle with balancing vulnerability and stoicism? Your stories can inspire and support others on this journey toward deeper connection and authentic strength. 2. Confidence, not arrogance. Confidence, not arrogance, is one of the most magnetic qualities a man can possess, especially when it comes to attracting women in today's complex world, where genuine self-assurance stands far above superficial displays of bravado or wealth. Confidence is an inner belief rooted in self-awareness, competence, and authenticity, whereas arrogance often stems from insecurity and the desperate need to impress others, which can be immediately sensed and off-putting. It's important to understand that confidence doesn't mean being loud, boastful, or dominating conversations. Rather, it's about owning who you are with quiet certainty and humility. In the words of the legendary actor and philosopher Will Smith, being realistic is the most commonly travelled road to mediocrity, and confidence allows a man to embrace his true potential without apology, setting him apart from the crowd. In modern life, where social media and external validation often distort self-image, it's easy to mistake arrogance for confidence because loudness and showmanship grab attention. However, women, whether consciously or not, are drawn to men who demonstrate consistent self-respect, reliability, and a calm assurance that comes from genuine achievement or growth, not from flaunting material success or status. Think about it this way. A man who knows his worth but remains humble creates an aura of trust and safety, a vital foundation for meaningful relationships. This type of confidence shines through in everyday interactions, whether it's how you hold conversation, listen attentively, or make decisions without second-guessing yourself unnecessarily. Women instinctively sense when a man is comfortable in his own skin, and this comfort is contagious, encouraging openness and emotional connection. Conversely, arrogance can manifest as interrupting others, boasting about accomplishments, or dismissing differing opinions, which often signals insecurity beneath the surface. The wise words of Theodore Roosevelt remind us, "No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care." Genuine confidence is demonstrated through caring, empathy, and respect, not through one-upmanship or self-centeredness. For men aged 35 to 70, who may have accumulated life experience but also face the pressures of societal expectations, cultivating this authentic confidence requires intentional self-reflection and a willingness to shed ego-driven behaviors. It means recognizing that true strength lies in vulnerability, humility, and continual personal growth. In practical terms, this could be as simple as admitting when you don't have all the answers, seeking feedback from trusted friends or mentors, or pursuing new skills and interests with a learner's mindset. These actions reinforce a confident attitude grounded in reality, not fantasy. Moreover, confidence impacts not only romantic relationships, but every aspect of life, career, friendships, and self-esteem, creating a positive ripple effect. When you embody confidence, you inspire others to trust and respect you, which naturally draws people, including women, closer. On the other hand, arrogance often isolates because it alienates rather than connects. So if you've ever felt unsure whether you come across as confident or arrogant, the best advice is to pause and self-assess your intentions. Are you trying to impress or to express your true self? The former is often a mask, the latter is a foundation. I encourage you to share your own experiences or challenges with confidence in the comments below, because understanding how to cultivate authentic confidence is a journey worth exploring together. By embracing confidence without arrogance, you open the door to deeper relationships, personal fulfillment, and a richer, more meaningful life, qualities women truly cherish far beyond any superficial measure like money or stoicism. 3. Purpose and direction. Over passive acceptance. Purpose and direction are not just words. They are the lifeblood of a man who commands respect and ignites attraction far beyond any shallow display of wealth or cold stoicism. Women crave men who lead their lives with clear vision and relentless drive, not those who drift aimlessly, passively accepting whatever comes their way. Imagine this: a man who wakes up every morning with fire in his eyes, knowing exactly what he stands for, where he's headed, and why his existence matters. That man radiates power, security, and irresistible confidence. Contrast that with the passive soul who simply goes with the flow, who shrugs at challenges and waits for life to happen to him rather than taking the wheel and steering with intention. Women sense this difference at a deep level. They do not want a passenger in their lives, someone who is content to sit quietly in the back seat, hoping for luck. They want a leader, a man who takes charge, who fights for his goals with unwavering passion, and who models strength through purposeful action. This is why psychologists and evolutionary experts alike emphasize the magnetic pull of purpose-driven men. Purpose creates a framework for every decision, every relationship, every action. It fuels resilience in the face of setbacks and transforms obstacles into opportunities. Without it, even the most financially successful man risks appearing hollow, disconnected, and ultimately unappealing. Remember the words of Tony Robbins: "Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. Goals without action are mere dreams. Purpose without direction is wasted potential. This is the brutal truth many men overlook. Money or stoicism alone cannot substitute the raw power of purpose-driven living. Real power comes from knowing where you're going and moving toward it relentlessly. Real attraction comes from passion, commitment, and vision. Every man who has achieved greatness understands this instinctively. You may have felt it yourself, moments when clarity strikes, and you move with unstoppable momentum, attracting people and opportunities alike. That is no accident. It's purpose at work. On the flip side, passive acceptance breeds complacency and invisibility. It saps your energy, kills your confidence and leaves women wondering if you have anything to offer besides stability or wealth. But stability without ambition is stagnation. Ambition without purpose is chaos. Only when you combine clear purpose with decisive direction do you become unstoppable. So how do you ignite this power? Start by defining your mission. What do you want to accomplish? What legacy do you want to leave? Break this down into actionable goals, then attack them daily. Don't wait for motivation to strike. Discipline is what wins. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, who push you to rise higher, and most importantly, align your values with your actions. Authenticity fuels purpose like nothing else. This isn't theory. It's proven strategy for life mastery. The modern woman is sharp. She sees through the facade. She knows when a man is leading his life or just drifting along. Don't let her settle for less from you. Command your purpose. Own your direction. Dominate your life. The moment you do, you'll watch how women not only respect you more, but how they are drawn to your energy like moths to flame. That's the secret they rarely admit. Purpose is irresistible. The question is, are you ready to claim it? Are you ready to step off the sidelines and into the arena? This is your call to action. Don't wait another day. Share your purpose in the comments below. What drives you? What are you fighting for? Tell us your mission, because when you declare it publicly, you commit to it, and commitment breeds success. Hit like if you're ready to take control, subscribe for more no-nonsense guidance, and comment your personal mission statement now. Remember, purpose and direction don't just attract women, they build a legacy. This is your moment. Own it. Lead with purpose or be forgotten in the crowd. 4. Kindness and compassion. Outweigh Stoic detachment. Kindness and compassion are not just soft traits, they are powerful forces that women secretly value far more than the cold detachment often glorified by modern Stoicism, because at the heart of every meaningful relationship lies genuine warmth and understanding, qualities that money or Stoic resilience alone can never provide. While Stoicism teaches emotional restraint and often encourages men to remain distant from their feelings to maintain control, true strength is revealed through acts of kindness and the ability to empathize deeply with others, which fosters trust and connection in a way that detached Stoicism simply cannot achieve. As the Dalai Lama wisely reminds us, be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. This isn't just a nice sentiment. It's a vital truth about human connection. Women are instinctively drawn to men who show compassion because it signals emotional maturity, reliability, and a capacity for nurturing the relationship beyond surface-level interactions. In real life, kindness manifests in the small but impactful ways. Listening without judgment, offering support during tough times, or simply showing patience and understanding when faced with challenges. These actions create an emotional sanctuary, a place where vulnerability is safe and love can grow naturally. Contrast this with Stoic detachment, which, while it can prevent impulsive reactions, often leads to emotional distance and missed opportunities for connection, leaving women feeling unseen or undervalued. Women seek a partner who not only stands strong, but also has the heart to be gentle, who can balance firmness with tenderness. Think of kindness as the oil that keeps the gears of any relationship running smoothly, lubricating friction and preventing breakdowns. It's this compassionate strength that sustains long-term bonds, making them resilient and deeply fulfilling. The great writer Maya Angelou said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." This captures perfectly why kindness matters. It's not about grand gestures, but consistent emotional generosity that leaves a lasting imprint. For men between 35 and 70, who may have been conditioned to prioritize Stoic control or financial success, embracing kindness and compassion can be a game changer. It requires courage to soften, to let down the armor of detachment, especially in a culture that sometimes equates vulnerability with weakness. Yet, paradoxically, this softness is a source of unparalleled power. Practically, this means actively practicing empathy in daily life, paying attention to how your words and actions affect others, responding with patience instead of irritation, and recognizing that kindness is a choice you make moment by moment. Women notice this. They remember it. They feel safe and valued in its presence. So if you want to deepen your relationships and become the kind of man women secretly crave, start with kindness as your foundation. Show compassion not just in big moments, but in everyday interactions. The rewards extend far beyond romantic connections. They enhance friendships, family ties, and your own sense of fulfillment. Now, I want to hear from you. How has kindness played a role in your relationships? Have you noticed the difference it makes? Share your story in the comments below, because your experience could inspire another man to unlock this powerful trait. Remember, kindness is strength, compassion is power. Together, they outshine any Stoic detachment and bring you closer to the connection and respect you deserve. 5. Consistency over flashy wealth. Consistency over flashy wealth is the silent power every man must master if he truly wants to command respect and attract the kind of women who seek more than just material possessions. Flashy wealth grabs attention for a moment, but it's consistency, the daily, unwavering commitment to your values, your word and your actions, that builds lasting trust and real attraction. Wealth can come and go, but reliability is forever. Think about it. A man who shows up, follows through and acts with integrity every single day is a fortress in a chaotic world. This kind of steadiness is magnetic. Women instinctively recognize and value it because it signals that you are someone who can be counted on when life gets tough, someone who won't disappear at the first sign of hardship. The legendary Jim Rohn said it best. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Flashy wealth without consistency is like a fireworks show, bright, loud, and gone in an instant. Consistency, however, is the slow-burning flame that warms, protects, and lasts. In today's world of instant gratification, social media highlights, and rapid changes, consistency becomes your greatest edge. It's easy to dazzle with temporary riches, but much harder to build character through steady, dependable behavior. Real strength lies in showing up, not just when it's convenient, but especially when it's challenging. Imagine how women see a man who consistently keeps his promises, who maintains his composure through ups and downs, who nurtures relationships with steady effort instead of grand gestures. That man stands apart. He embodies stability and confidence, qualities that money or status alone cannot replicate. This is why successful relationships are built not on flashy dates or expensive gifts, but on dependable presence, honest communication, and unwavering support over time. Consistency in kindness, consistency in emotional availability, consistency in ambition. All these speak louder than any luxury car or designer watch. For men between 35 and 70 who may have experienced life's ups and downs, embracing consistency means recognizing the power of daily habits and deliberate choices that reinforce your integrity and reliability. It means showing discipline in your health, your work, your relationships, and your personal growth. Consistency breeds respect, it breeds loyalty, and it breeds deep, meaningful connection. It's not sexy in a flashy way, but it's the foundation of lasting attraction. So ask yourself, are you consistent? Are you the man who delivers on his word, who remains steadfast no matter what? Or are you chasing the illusion of quick wins and surface-level success? The truth is, flashy wealth can attract attention, but it won't hold a woman's heart. Consistency will. It's time to master this silent power. To every man ready to claim this truth, I challenge you to commit right now to being consistent in one area of your life, your career, your health, your relationship, and watch how it transforms your world. Share your commitment in the comments below. Declare your intention to be a man of consistency, because when you make it public, you lock it in. Hit like if you're ready to build real power that lasts, subscribe for more wisdom, and comment your promise today. Remember, flashy wealth fades. Consistency conquers all. 6. Emotional stability, calmness and self-control. In today's unpredictable world, Emotional stability, marked by calmness and self-control, is one of the most compelling and attractive qualities a man can possess, especially to women seeking more than just surface-level traits like wealth or stoic detachment. It's the quiet strength that assures her safety, trust, and deep connection amid life's inevitable chaos. Emotional stability goes far beyond simply keeping your cool when tension rises. It embodies emotional maturity, the conscious ability to regulate your reactions, to pause before responding, and to maintain composure when things spiral out of plan or expectation. Women intuitively feel this stability as a psychological anchor, a haven where they can be vulnerable without fear of unpredictable emotional storms or reactive outbursts. It's not about bottling up feelings or staying silent during disagreements, but about cultivating a presence that listens, understands, and communicates thoughtfully even in conflict. This kind of steady response fosters psychological safety, something every meaningful relationship demands, because it signals reliability, respect, and genuine care. In fact, as psychologist Daniel Goleman emphasizes, emotional regulation is a cornerstone of emotional intelligence, a trait women highly prize when choosing a partner. Being able to hold your emotions in check and respond with intention rather than impulse not only de-escalates potential conflicts, but also deepens intimacy. Women want to know that when life throws curveballs, misunderstandings, stress, disappointments, you will remain anchored, calm, and supportive, ready to face challenges together. Building this emotional stability is not an overnight feat. It requires dedicated practice through mindfulness, self-awareness, and honest self-reflection. The more you understand your triggers and internal landscape, the better you can navigate your emotional responses with clarity and purpose. Stoicism, as a philosophy, offers powerful tools here, accepting what you cannot change, focusing on what's within your control, and choosing calm, reasoned reactions over emotional reactivity. This approach is invaluable during moments of rejection or heated exchanges, where the ability to pause and respond thoughtfully sets you apart. However, emotional stability is not a one-time achievement. It's a daily habit that grows stronger with consistency. Showing up each day with steady presence, facing challenges with measured composure, you build trust not only in yourself, but in your partner's heart. It's in the small, everyday moments, how you respond to minor frustrations, how you maintain patience in traffic, how you listen without interruption, that your emotional maturity shines brightest. Women crave both emotional connection and stability. They need to feel the reliable ground beneath their feet, the certainty that their partner's emotions will not dictate the health of the relationship, but support its growth. When a man embodies this calm steadiness, he creates a secure foundation where both partners can flourish, trust can deepen, and love can thrive without fear of emotional turbulence. In a world that's constantly shifting, your emotional stability becomes a lighthouse, a beacon of strength and safety that draws women closer and anchors the entire relationship in unshakable trust. As the philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Master your reactions, cultivate your emotional steadiness, and you'll find not only greater peace within yourself, but also the kind of connection women secretly desire, far beyond money or stoic facades." Now, I invite you to reflect on your own emotional habits. How do you handle tension and conflict? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, because embracing emotional stability is a journey best travelled together. Commit today to cultivating calmness and self-control. Subscribe for more powerful insights, and remember, true strength lies in your ability to remain steady when everything else is falling apart. Be the man who anchors love, trust, and growth, because women don't just want a partner, they want a rock. Thanks for watching, gentlemen. Remember, becoming the man women truly admire isn't about flashy looks or money. It's about building real confidence, purpose, and emotional strength from within. Focus on growing every day, mastering your finances, health, style, communication, and leadership with intention. These qualities aren't just attractive, they make you magnetic and respected, without having to say a word. Self-improvement is a journey, not a destination. So stay consistent and keep leveling up. I want to hear from you. What's one trait you're working on right now, and how has it changed your relationships? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this video opened your eyes, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more honest advice on becoming a high-value man. Take control, lead with purpose, and I'll see you in the next one.